belly is getting big.
The Weekly Ribbit.
Hello, I'm Clay from a frog stream in Long Valley, New Jersey, and I'm here to bring you this week's Weekly Ribbit. Well, it's a beautiful day out here, so I figured it was the day that I should start doing this. And what is this? I need to get out there and start exercising because this winter, my belly is getting big. I've been eating way too much junk. What kind of junk, you ask? The frequent plastic milk. And that, my friends, is how you put on the pounds. And it actually got me to thinking about a really interesting question that I've actually been asked but actually haven't answered. And that question is, can you actually overfeed your koi? Like I have overfed myself this winter time. And the answer to that is yes, you actually can. You can overfeed them. They will get bigger. Typically, you really should only be feeding your fish 3 times a day. So if you're feeding them 5-6 times a day, you're definitely overfeeding them. Feeding them 3 times a day, that's good. And what happens is the fish, they'll eat that food and they'll just create a ton of waste and eventually make your pond gross and disgusting. So you can't necessarily hurt your fish by overfeeding them. They will get big. They'll get big bellies on them. And if they can't get the exercise in the pond, they're not going to be, let's say, in shape. But the worst thing that can happen, and what happens if you overfeed them, is they create so much waste that your pond would become like a cesspool and your filtration can't keep up with that fish waste. The food the fish can eat in about 5 minutes will give them the proper nutrition, and it'll keep your pond looking good, clear, and not turn green and get gross on you. So the next time you're out there feeding your fish, keep in mind you can't overfeed them. You want to feed them no more than 3 times a day. Maybe once or twice is better. And a lot of times if you throw fish food in there, they're going to tell you if they're hungry or not. If it's too cold, they're not really going to eat. If it's too hot, they're really not going to eat too much. So I got to get back to walking so I can get rid of this stomach. That's this week's Weekly Ribbit. And don't forget, if this is your pond, make sure you click the link below that says I saw my pond to get your free AFD apparel. And if you have any questions, please click the Weekly Ribbit question submission link below. Submit your questions, submit your pictures so you too can be featured on the Weekly Ribbit. Thanks a lot for listening, everyone. Have a great week and enjoy this couple of days of warm weather.